morning, this is Tom, negotiating with Jesus. I'll make a video on the drive, so I'm paying attention to the traffic, not you. So dropped one girl off, dropping another girl off, and that's become a strange thing that parents drop off, and the systems that we have in place. Yes, the systems we have in place are failing and just disconnecting, so that I don't connect to the bus system means that in some way it doesn't cater to my exact timing, because now because we all have our identities so fixed, if you can't fit within my internet meme of an identity, if you can't fit within a very tiny parameter, then I have to go it alone. It's every single thing, the fractured and fractal nature of the entire world. Huh? Okay, what is it?
It's my bag.
Okay, you don't need it?
No.
You don't need it today or tomorrow? Well, then take it out of your book bag.
It's not in my.
Yes, it is. I put it in your book bag. I asked you if you needed new gym clothes. Okay, so that was a slight departure from the video. So I watched Grimm's commentary on the Kale and PVK combating the dark arts. And again, this strange thing that Grimm sees a reality that he lives in that others don't live in and don't see well. So whether I was part of that vision of seeing something or not, I don't want to claim to be a great visionary, but in some ways it's kind of the thing that I kind of got. It's at one point Kale said not to give himself any credit, that he was the teacher of the training students for the dark arts, and all he could give was himself. The whole world had shifted, and that was part of this. Grimm's commentary cut to a couple great parts and made a couple great points. So I don't know the Harry Potter lingo very well, but when the book came out, there was a kind of a Christian uproar that this was a cult, it was some kind of bad thing. And I read the book because I work in children's ministry. It's what I've done since I became a follower of Jesus and decided that the church was my home. And I kind of stuck with that because I can make a decision and keep the commitment. So this is my thing. So everyone's all worried about Harry Potter. And it was catching on. Clearly it was a hit with the kids. So I read the first book. I'm like, man, that was a pretty good story. That was all I made of it. That was a really good story. And I didn't freak out. Now, I didn't follow the whole series. I wasn't a kid. I wasn't caught up in the world. I had my thing with Star Wars. I was caught up in that world. And that was much earlier. So, things start influencing. And then there's the room of requirement. That this space is a room of requirement where we learn how to defend against the dark arts. Now, I'm not going to go, I'm just trying to wing it here. I'm not going to go too much into the defense of the dark arts, but I will conclude this short video with this idea that every generation, heroes arise. So the big panic now is TikTok, and the whole structure of reality is transitioning into a virtually alone place. And Grimm is trying to be virtually not alone. There are people here. If you find yourself in the virtual world, there are people here. And I've talked about, at some point, people need to build churches in Minecraft and in Roblox. There will be missionaries in Minecraft. What in the world is that? Well, I don't know. If you don't understand it, maybe it's not for you. And that's the whole thing with, when you say something and people don't understand it. That's my whole Facebook experience, is the people in my church saying, I don't understand what you're saying. And me replying, well, maybe it's not for you. And maybe it's not for anybody. Maybe it's the rantings of a person in the wilderness shouting, prepare the way for the Lord. And everyone's saying, this guy's mad. He's standing on the street corner with a sign, the end is near, and no one's paying attention. I don't know what it is. But in some way, the defense of the dark arts is that people will look at you and say, does this guy seem to have firm footing? Does he have firm footing? Is he unafraid? And that's kind of a grim, kind of the essence or the vibe. And it's a vibe that you want to present and let find you who will. Is it going to be some little thunderbolt, four-headed kid? And he finds somebody who has some key, some puzzle piece that was missing. I did the puzzle pieces the other day. Everyone's looking for a piece of the puzzle, and they think they're all alone. But we're offering right here pieces of the puzzle. So keep offering up. This is the room of requirement or something. And I'm out.